All right. So today I decided we would do kind of a twisting digestive workout. I don't know about the rest of you, but I haven't been eating the best since I've been stuck inside my apartment for weeks. So I just assumed that nobody's been eating right. So I'm going to help you guys out with that. We're going to do a detox class today with lots of twisting. Twisting notoriously kind of wakes you up. It's kind of its purpose. So I'm going to make sure that I leave lots of time to bring everybody down and get you ready for bed as well. So yeah, that's our plan for today. I'm gonna pre-warn you that I have food in the crock pot in my kitchen, which I could almost touch from here. So when I start getting, my stomach starts to rumble, I'm sure you guys will hear it. It'll probably happen. So today I also recommend that you have a block or a water bottle or something to grab onto at some point in time in class. There's gonna be one pose in particular that I highly recommend it for. So just grab something, whatever you have near you that could help bring them out a little bit closer to you. Otherwise, let's go ahead. Let's start on our backs today. So go ahead and take your time just laying on your back, however feels good for you. Your knees can be bent, your legs can be stretched straight out, or soles of your feet together, knees falling open. And then I'm going to have you take both hands and place them on your belly. Take a deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale, release. Take another deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Big, deep breath in. Last, open mouth, exhale, release. Take another deep breath in and hold at the height of your inhale. And as you exhale, slowly control all the air out your nose. With every inhale, begin to breathe a little bit deeper into your belly. And with every exhale, slowly let go of all of your air. Beginning to make every breath a little longer, a little slower, a little deeper. Begin to smooth out your breath, getting rid of any hiccups or pauses. And then begin to breathe fully into your body. So with every inhale, your ribs are going to spread wide apart. With every inhale, the air is going to go all the way to your pelvic floor and all the way up through the crown of your head, creating space between each vertebrae. Then begin to constrict the back of your throat for Ujjayi breathing. This should make an ocean-like sound loud enough for you to hear, and maybe even your neighbor. This is the breath of yoga. This is the breath that'll begin to warm you from the inside out. This is the breath that'll get you through the poses. And if you do nothing else today besides breathe, then you are doing yoga perfectly. And as we set our intention for practice tonight, I invite you to begin to let go of all the things that get stuck in our body. All our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions, all the food or physical things that get stuck. And I invite you just to begin to think about letting all that go. And so maybe you set your intention as let go. And just repeat that a few times to yourself. When you're ready, gently draw your knees into your chest, giving yourself a nice big squeeze. Maybe rocking from side to side if it's comfortable for you. When you're ready, gently come back to center and reach your arms out to the side for airplane wings. We're going to gently let our knees fall to the right. For just a moment, you're going to make any adjustments so both shoulder blades are resting on your mat, knowing we're about to add some movement, so we won't stay here very long. As you inhale, we're going to take our left hand up toward the ceiling and then all the way into our right hand. And as you exhale, slowly drag that left hand across your right arm, across your chest, then all the way back open. 2 more times like that. Inhale your left hand up to the ceiling and all the way into your right hand. And exhale as you slowly draw your chest open. 1 more time. Inhale your left hand into your right. And exhale as you slowly begin to open through that chest. And leave your chest open, that left arm reaching out for 1 full breath cycle. Then gently draw your knees back to center. And you're going to let your knees fall to the left. Once again, opening up your arms. And then make any adjustments so both shoulder blades are resting on your mat. And once again, as you inhale, that right hand is going to lift up toward the ceiling. And exhale all the way into your left hand. As you exhale, drag that right hand across your left arm to your shoulder. Across your chest to your other shoulder, then all the way open. Inhale that right hand up to the ceiling and into your left hand. And exhale as you slowly draw your arm open. 1 more time. Inhale your right hand into your left. And exhale, slowly draw it open, leaving your chest open and your right arm reaching out for 1 full breath cycle. Then gently draw your knees back to center when you're ready. Draw those knees into your chest. And from here, you're just going to begin to rock forward and backward, taking about 4 or 5 rocks to make your way up to seated. If that doesn't feel good for you today, make your way up to seated however does. And then just take whatever comfortable seated position looks like for you. As you inhale, reach those arms up overhead, interlacing your fingers, palms face up. And as you exhale, lean to the right, stretching through your side body. Here, I want you to roll that left shoulder open and lift your chin. Breathe. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale to the left. Same thing, roll that top shoulder open, lift your chin, breathe. Inhale, come back up to center. And exhale your hands to heart center. From here, we're going to take our left hand to the outside of our right knee. Right fingertips behind you. Inhale, elongate through the crown of your head. And exhale, slowly deepen into that twist. Starting at the very base of your spine, allowing your gaze to be the last thing that reaches toward the back wall. Exhale, come back to center and switch sides. Right hand to the outside of your left knee, left fingertips behind you. Inhale, elongate through the crown of your head. And exhale, slowly deepen into that twist. Starting at the very base of your spine. Exhale, come back to center. And we're going to gently make our way into tabletop. Hands and knees resting on your mat. As you inhale, gently drop your stomach, lifting your gaze. Exhale, curl your spine, gazing toward your belly button. Inhale, gently drop your stomach, lift your gaze. Exhale, curl your spine. Inhale. Exhale. And just continue to do this at your own pace, linking your breath to your movement. Taking any other movements here you think feel necessary or that feel good. So maybe that's twisting at your hip. Maybe it's hinging forward and backward. Just kind of whatever you need this evening to begin to invite that body to open up, to start to move. 2 more full breath cycles. And meet me back at a neutral tabletop. In your neutral tabletop, your fingers are spread wide apart. You're pushing down through your hands, but lifting through your shoulders. Pull navel to spine and let your tailbone grow to one end of the room as the crown of your head grows out toward the other. And then when you're ready, reach your right arm forward like you're going to shake somebody's hand and draw that shoulder blade back into place. Step your left toes behind you, maybe lifting them up off the mat. Breathe. And notice if your low back starts to arch here. If it does, pull navel to spine and maybe lower a little through that left leg. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, draw your elbow and knee together underneath you, really using that core. Inhale, stretch it back out. Exhale, squeeze your elbow and knee together. Inhale, stretch. Last time, exhale as you squeeze. Inhale as you straighten. Exhale, set everything back down on the mat. Make any adjustments here you feel like you need to make. Then when you're ready, reach your left arm forward like you're going to shake somebody's hand. Draw that shoulder blade back into place. Step your right foot behind you, maybe lifting that foot up off the mat. Breathe. Once again, notice that low back. If you're starting to arch through it, pull navel to spine and maybe lower that right leg. Take an inhale. Exhale, draw your elbow and knee together underneath you. Inhale, stretch it back out. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, reach. Last time, exhale as you squeeze. Inhale as you stretch. And exhale, set everything back down on the mat. When you're ready, curl your toes under and push back, down dog. Lifting your hips up into the back of the room. And just take a moment or two here to bend one knee and then the other. Just inviting that back body to start to open up. Just start to move. And when you're ready, find some stillness in your pose. In down dog, your fingers should be spread wide apart as you push it down through the base of your index finger and thumb. Shoulder blades slide down your back, pull navel to spine and tilt your sit bones up to the ceiling, even if that means bending your knees. And just take a moment here to breathe, to connect to that inner strength. One more inhale. One more exhale. Inhale, look forward in between your hands. And exhale, step or walk to the front of your mat, taking your time. Inhale, halfway lift, create that nice flat back. Really pin those shoulder blades together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach as you come all the way up to standing. Exhale, cactus your arms, take a back bend, opening through that chest. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, create that nice flat back. Exhale, plant your hands and step your right foot way behind you. And just take a moment here to play into your hips. So maybe you want to do a little up and down. Maybe a little side to side. Maybe a little forward and backward. Kind of whatever you need today. And then take that right hand and plant it to the inside of your left foot. Maybe you bring it on the mat. Maybe you need to bring the mat a little bit closer and bring it onto a block or a book or whatever you have. Pull navel to spine and inhale that left arm high as you come into a twist. And I really want you to focus on that twist today. So really pull navel to spine to make room for that twist, or take your hand and physically move all those organs out of your way to make room. Reach up through that top arm just like you're pushing down through your bottom arm. And start to notice that right hip. Your right hip likes to begin to sink and come into the twist as well. So lift up through that right hip. One more inhale. Exhale that left hand down to the mat. and step back to plank, top of a push-up pose. And we're gonna hold here. So push down through your hands, lift through your shoulders. Pull navel to spine, engage your legs. Gaze a few inches in front of your fingers, breathe. Let your body warm up. Then inhale, hinge slightly forward, shoulders in front of fingers. And exhale, slowly lower all the way down to your mat. Tops of your feet rest on the mat. Pull navel to spine and inhale, gently lift that chest for cobra. Little to no weight through your hand. Exhale, curl your toes under, push back, down dog. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, take a bend in your knee as you let your heel fall toward your sit bone, opening up your hips to the side wall. And here, keep pushing down through your right hand as you square your shoulders to the mat. Take an inhale. Exhale, step that right foot forward in between your hands. And once again, just take that moment here to play into your hips. So maybe that up and down, maybe a side to side, maybe a little forward and backward, whatever you need. Then when you're ready, left hand comes to the inside of your right foot. Pull navel to spine and inhale that right arm high as you come into that twist. Once again, really make room for that twist by pulling navel to spine or physically moving your organs out of your way. And don't let that left hip come into the twist. Instead, lift up through your left hip, breathe. One more inhale. Exhale your right hand down to the mat and step your left foot forward to meet your right. Inhale, halfway lift, create that nice flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach as you come all the way up to standing. Exhale, cactus your arms, take your back bend. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, create that nice flat back. Exhale, plant your hands. This time, step your left foot way behind you. Left hand to the inside of your right foot. Inhale that right arm high. Pull navel to spine and reach up through that top arm. Breathe. One more inhale. Exhale your right hand down to the mat and step back to plank, top of a push-up pose. And last time, we're gonna hold this pose. So push down through your hands, lift through your shoulders. Pull navel to spine, engage your legs. Gaze a few inches in front of your fingers, and this time try smiling, because maybe it will help. Breathe. One more inhale. And as you exhale, slowly lower down to your mat, letting your knees rest first if you need to. Tops of your feet to the mat, and inhale, gently lift that chest for cobra, really pinning the shoulder blades back. Exhale, curl your toes under, push back, down dog. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, take a bend in your knee as you open up your hips to the side wall. Then push down through that left hand as you square your hips, your shoulders down to the mat. Breathe. One more inhale. Exhale, step that foot forward in between your hands. Right hand to the inside of your left foot and inhale that left arm high. Breathe. Exhale that hand down to your mat and step your step your right foot forward to meet your left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach as you come all the way up to standing. Last time, exhale, cactus those arms, take your back bend up at the top. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back to plank and slowly lower elbows, touch your sides on the way down. Tops of your feet to the mat and inhale, either gently lift your chest for cobra or begin to straighten your arms for up dog. Exhale, curl your toes under, push back, down dog. And just take a moment here to come back to your breath, to come back to your intention. Knowing that at any point in time, you can skip down dog and rest in child's pose if that's what's calling you today. And anything we do from down dog, you can do from tabletop. So take what your body needs today to stay with your breath. One more inhale. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. And from here, begin to shift your weight into your left hand. You can do it from tabletop too. As you exhale, take that right hand and reach it underneath your body to the outside of your left leg. So maybe that's your thigh, maybe that's your calf. Stay here or begin to bend that right elbow as you draw yourself underneath your left armpit. I know about 20 minutes into class, your left armpit is where you want to be, but breathe anyway. One more inhale. Exhale that right hand down. Shift your weight and take your left hand underneath your body. Grab the outside of that right leg and maybe begin to bend that elbow as you draw yourself underneath your arm. Breathe. Exhale your hand down to the mat. Then inhale, look forward in between your hands. And exhale, step walk or float to the front of your mat. This time as you inhale, you're going to take a deep bend in your knees, arms reach, chair. So here, heel toe your feet together so your big toes and ankles are touching. Squeeze your inner thighs and at the same time, draw those knees apart. Tuck your tailbone too far under, arch it too far out, and keep doing that till you find your happy medium place. Whole navel to spine. Keep a nice flat low back, but find a way to lift your chest. Reach through your arms and relax through your shoulders. Breathe. Nice. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Take an inhale. Then as you exhale, draw your right arm to the back of the room, left arm to the front. Keep pulling the navel to spine and keep your knees pointed forward. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch, left arm back, right arm forward. Same thing, knees stay pointed forward. Breathe. Inhale, come back to center. Then exhale your hands to heart center. Here I want you to begin to shift your weight into your right foot. And as you inhale, straighten through your right leg as you lift your left leg up off the mat. Breathe. Relax through that left foot. Take a moment, find your stability. If you fall over, laugh and come back in. Stay here. Or maybe you take your right hand to the outside of your left knee. Push your hand into your knee and your knee into your hand. Breathe. Stay here. Or maybe reach that left arm to the wall behind you. Keep breathing. Stay here. Or maybe you bring that left hand back to reach your right. You bring your gaze back to reach that left hand. Breathe. Gently bring your gaze back to the front of the room. Inhale, reach your arms up nice and high. Exhale, take a bend in your right knee as you step that left foot way behind you. High lunge. Inhale, arms reach. Take your moment here. That back heel's lifted up off the mat. Your back leg is strong and engaged. Hips are going to face the side wall. Nope. Your back leg's strong and engaged. Hips face forward. But I really want you to focus on that left hip and lift up and out of it. Draw it to the front of the room. Whole navel to spine, reach through your arms, relax through your shoulders, breathe. Think a little bit deeper. Take an inhale. Exhale your right arm to the back of the room, left arm to the front as you come into that twist again. Keep pulling navel to spine. Then you can stay here, or maybe come into exalted warrior by taking your right hand to the back of your left flat thigh and reach that left hand up overhead, breathe. Lift through your chest. If you'd like to deepen the twist, you're going to gaze over your right shoulder. Take an inhale. Exhale, open up, warrior two. So you're going to twist and now you're facing the opposite wall. Your left leg is still on the back, and your back foot's parallel to the back edge of your mat. Push it down to the outer edge of that back foot. Engage that back leg. Hips face the side wall. Now draw that front knee out to the wall behind you. Tailbone grows long, pull navel to spine. Reach through your arms. Relax through your shoulders. Gaze over your front fingertips. Breathe. Inhale, reverse your warrior, dropping your back arm down your back leg as you reach overhead. Keep the bend in your front knee for now. And think more about reaching up rather than reaching back. Create space in your spine. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to slowly begin to straighten through your front leg as you cartwheel your arms around, coming into triangle, right fingertips to right leg, lifting that left arm high. Tuck your tailbone under here, pull navel to spine, breathe. We're going to move through that a little bit faster this time. So when you're ready, as you inhale, you're going to bend your front knee, reach those arms back, coming into reverse warrior. And exhale, straighten through that front leg, arms cartwheel around, triangle. One more time, inhale, reverse warrior. Last time, exhale, triangle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to your mat. Step back to plank. And either lower and go through that flow, or exhale and push back down, dog or child's pose. Skipping that flow altogether. Your choice, your practice. Take a deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Inhale, look forward in between your hands. And exhale, step walk or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, take a deep bend in your knees, arms reach, chair. Heel toe your feet together, squeeze your inner thighs. Tuck your tailbone too far under, arch it too far out. Find that happy medium place and roll all your weight to your heels. Pull navel to spine, lift that chest. Reach through your arms, relax through your shoulders, sink a little bit deeper. I wish I could tell you this was our last chair, but you know, it's just not, right? One more inhale. Exhale that right arm to the back of the room, left arm to the front, coming into that twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale, center. Exhale, your hands to heart center. This time you're going to shift all your weight into your left leg. As you inhale and slowly straighten through that left leg, lifting your right knee up. Breathe. Take a moment here. Find your stability. And once again, you can stay here if this is enough for you today. Or maybe you take your left hand to the outside of your right knee. Push your hand into your knee and your knee into your hand. Pull navel to spine and maybe you stay here. Or maybe you reach that right arm toward the back of the room. Maybe you bring your gaze to meet that back hand. Breathe. If your gaze came back, gently walk it back forward. Inhale, lift your arms up nice and high. Exhale, take a bend in your left knee, step your right foot way behind you. Inhale, arms reach, high lunge, breathe. Once again, that back heel's lifted up off the mat, but your back knee is always an option. That tailbone's going along, pull navel to spine. Engage that right leg. Now notice your right hip. Notice it's starting to drop. If it is, lift up out of that right hip. Sink into that front knee, pull navel to spine, reach through your arms, relax through your shoulders. Take an inhale. Exhale your left arm to the back of the room, right arm to the front as you come into that twist. Keep pulling navel to spine and relax through your shoulders. Take an inhale, and you can stay here, or as you exhale, left hand to the back of your right thigh. Reach that right arm up overhead and lift up and out of your heart center. If you'd like to deepen the twist, maybe begin to look over that left shoulder. Breathe. One more inhale. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Once again, that back heel is resting on your mat. Your back foot's parallel to the back edge. Engage that back leg. Hips face the sidewall. Now draw your front knee out to the wall behind you. Tailbone grows long, pull navel to spine, reach through your arms, relax through your shoulders. Gaze over your front fingertips, breathe. Take a moment just to come back to your breath, to come back to that intention. When you're ready, inhale, reverse your warrior, dropping your back arm down your back leg. Keep that bend in your front knee and think more about reaching up rather than reaching back. Breathe. One more inhale. And as you exhale, slowly begin to straighten through that left leg. As you cartwheel your arms around, left fingertips to left shin, reach that right arm high. Keep tucking that tailbone under here. Breathe. Inhale, gently reverse your warrior. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the mat. Step back to plank. And once again, either lower and go through that flow, or exhale and push back down dog, skipping that flow altogether. Your choice, your practice. Take what your body needs today. Take a deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale, release. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale your knee toward your nose as you come forward into that plank. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale your knee toward your left elbow. Inhale that leg high. Exhale, step your foot forward in between your hands. And inhale, arms reach, high lunge, breathe. Once again, that back heel is lifted up off your mat. Your back leg is strong and engaged, but your back knee is always in option. Tailbone grows long, pull navel to spine, reach through your arm, and relax through your shoulders. Take an inhale. Exhale your hands to heart center. Inhale, elongate through the crown of your head. Then exhale your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Pull navel to spine, press your palms together, and roll that top shoulder open, breathe. Keep lifting up through that left hip. Breathe. And take a moment just to enjoy this twist. And then as you exhale, take a peek down at your right foot. And as you inhale, gently step your left foot forward to meet your right, coming into revolved chair. Now I know some of you are a lot off balance, so let's try it again. Take a peek down at your right foot, step your left foot way behind you, breathe. And I really meant to end up in chair, so take a peek down at your right foot, exhale, step your left foot forward, revolved chair. So here, your left elbow is still to the outside of your right knee. You're still pressing your palms together and rolling that top shoulder open. Keep breathing. Then begin to shift your weight into your right foot. This time we're going to lift our left foot up off the mat, maybe drawing your heel toward your sit bones. For a pose that I like to call flamingo. That's not its real name, but it's more fun that way. One more inhale. Exhale that left foot back down to the mat. Take another inhale, shift all your weight into that right foot. And this time as you exhale, step that left foot way behind you. And inhale, open up, warrior two. Breathe. Once again, that back heel is resting. Your back leg is strong and engaged. Hips face the sidewall, front knee still out to the wall behind you. Tailbone grows long, pull navel to spine, reach through your arms, relax through your shoulders. Gaze over your front fingertips, breathe. Take an inhale. And exhale your right forearm to your right thigh as you reach that left arm high. So here we're not sinking into that right shoulder. We're lifting up and out of it. Breathe. And then keep reaching up through that left arm. And maybe you stay here. Or maybe if you can keep your chest and hips open, you walk your right hand down onto the block or all the way down to the mat. Keep breathing. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you want to find a full spinal twist. So you're going to walk your left hand down to the mat or onto the block and your right hand to your right hip. Your lower body still has not changed. Right hand to your hip and then roll your chest open to the opposite wall. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you reach that right arm high. Maybe you bring your gaze to meet that right hand. Breathe. One more inhale. Exhale your right hand down to the mat. Step your right foot back to plank. And once again, either lower and go through that flow, or exhale and push back down dog, skipping that flow altogether. Breathe. One more side, and then I promise we're gonna get some more stretchy stuff. Stretchy good stuff, if you will. So inhale that left leg high. Exhale your knee toward your nose. Inhale your leg high. Knee to left elbow. Inhale your leg high. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale that leg high. Exhale, step your foot forward in between your hands. And inhale, arms reach, high lunge. Breathe. So your back heel is lifted. Back leg is strong and engaged. Tailbone grows long, pull the navel to spine, reach through your arm, relax through those shoulders. Take an inhale. Exhale your hands to heart center. Inhale, elongate through the crown of your head. Exhale that right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Once again, pull navel to spine. Press your palms together, roll that top shoulder open, breathe. Notice your right hip. Don't let it sink toward the mat, breathe. Nice, take your moment here. Then when you're ready, bring your gaze down to your left foot. I know you know what's coming. And as you exhale, step your right foot forward to meet your left, revolved chair. Gently gaze back down toward that left foot. Exhale, step your right foot way behind you, revolved high lunge. One more time. Inhale, look down at that left foot. Step your right foot forward, revolved chair. And just take this moment to set up your pose. Knees are still facing forward. You're still pressing into your palm, rolling that top shoulder open, breathe. When you're ready, begin to shift your weight into your left foot and just begin to lift that right foot up off the mat. Maybe drawing your heel toward your sit bone, breathe. Exhale, gently set it down. Once again, inhale, lift that right foot up off the mat, and this time step it way behind you. Inhale, open up, warrior two. Take a moment here to catch your breath. Back heel is resting on your mat. Back leg is strong and engaged. Hips face the side wall, draw your front knee out to the wall behind you. Tailbone grows long, pull navel to spine, reach through your arm, relax through your shoulders. Gaze over your front fingertips. One more inhale. Exhale your left forearm to your left thigh as you reach that right arm high. Once again, we're not sinking into that left shoulder here. So lift up and out of it. Then stay here. Or if you can keep your chest and hips open, maybe walk those left fingertips down to the block or onto the mat. Stay here. Or if you'd like to do that full spinal twist, right hand down to the mat or onto your block. Left hand to your hip. When you're ready, gently roll those chest open to the side wall. And maybe lift that left arm high. Maybe bring your gaze to meet it, breathe. Lower body has not changed. One more inhale. Exhale that hand down to the mat. Step back to plank. And either lower and go through that flow, or exhale and push back down dog, skipping that flow altogether. Breathe. Believe it or not, we still haven't made it to our peak pose of the night, but it is a stretching pose is the good news. So when you're ready, inhale your right leg high. Exhale your knee to your nose. Inhale that right leg high. Exhale, step your foot forward in between your hands. And for a second here, as you inhale, fingertips to the mat, sink into your hips and gently lift your chest for runner's lunge. Then inhale, slowly begin to straighten through that front leg. Knowing your front leg may come nowhere close to straight, then that's okay. Exhale, take a bend in your front knee, sinking into your hips, gently lift that chest. And one more time like this, inhale as you slowly straighten. Exhale, take that bend in your knee. And this time, I want your back heel, your left heel to rest down on your mat. Your left toes are gonna face the front left corner of your room. So about a 45-degree angle. Before we go anywhere, draw your right hip back, left hip forward, and keep that block kind of close to you. When you're ready, as you inhale, begin to straighten through that front leg. So here, maybe you grab onto your thigh. Maybe you grab onto your shin. Maybe your hands come onto that block or water bottle or whatever it is that you have. And only maybe do your fingertips touch the mat. Keep pulling navel to spine and keep drawing that right hip back, left hip forward. Inhale, halfway lift, create that nice flat back. Exhale, hinge at your hips as you fold a little bit deeper. Breathe. And so I would rather your legs, your hands come onto your legs and your leg be straight than your fingertips touch the mat and you need to bend your knee. Take it from me, nothing magic happens if you touch your mat. And if you tell your family when you're done that you touched the mat, they really don't care. I learned the hard way. So just listen to those hamstrings and give them a break, because this is still not the extent of our pose. So breathe into them. And you can stay here in pyramid if this is enough for you today. Or maybe, I like to use a block for this pose. Feel free to use the mat if that's what's better for you. But we're gonna bring our left hand onto the block or onto your book or water bottle, whatever it is that you have. Then you're gonna bring your right hand to your hip. As you inhale, you're gonna open up your chest to that side wall. Stay here, or maybe reach through that right arm. Maybe bring that gaze up for triangle pose. Breathe. And this is a really strength building pose, or heat building pose. It doesn't look advanced, but it is, so breathe. Pull navel to spine and let that fire build up. Trust in me that I will get you ready for bed. Keep breathing. One more inhale. Exhale, both hands down to the mat. And then we're gonna spider crawl our fingers to the center of our mat. So we're in a wide-legged forward fold. Just let that head and neck hang heavy. Bring your block or whatever you were using with you, because we're gonna just switch sides here. And then we're gonna gently turn and face the back of your mat. So your left toes are gonna face the back of the room, and you're gonna roll up onto the ball of your right foot. Once again, we're gonna sink into our hips and gently lift our chest for runner's lunge. And then inhale, slowly straighten through that front leg, knowing this leg will probably not come anywhere close to straight either, and that's okay. Exhale, take a bend in your front knee, sink into your hips, gently lift your chest. And one more time like this, inhale, slowly straighten. Exhale, bend your front knee. And here's where you're gonna turn that back foot so your right heel's resting on your mat. And your toes are gonna turn to face the corner of the room, so about a 45-degree angle. When you're ready, inhale, straighten through that front leg. Keep drawing your left hip back, right hip forward. Maybe your hands come to your thighs. Maybe they come to your shins. Maybe they come to that block. And once again, only maybe do they come all the way down to your mat. Keep drawing your left hip back, right hip forward. Inhale, halfway lift, create that nice flat back here. And exhale, hinge at your hips as you fold. And just take this moment for your hamstrings. Keep breathing. Remembering that I would rather your leg be straight then your hands touch the mat. Then when you're ready, you can stay here if this is enough for you. Or bring your right hand onto the mat or onto a block or whatever you have. Left hand to your hip. From here, you're gonna slowly roll that chest open as you open up your chest to the side wall. Stay here, or maybe lift that left arm up nice and high. Maybe bring your gaze to meet it, breathe. And just let that heat build up for just a moment. One more inhale. Exhale, both hands down to the mat. And then one more time, spider crawl your hands back to the center of your mat as you just come into that wide-legged forward fold. Just let your head and neck hang heavy here. Begin to shift your weight into the balls of your feet as you tilt your sit bones up to the ceiling. And maybe nod your head yes and no, releasing any tension from your neck. Inhale, halfway lift. And from here, as we exhale, we're going to take a deep bend in our right knee until our left toes up to face the ceiling. So if you can't come all the way down, you're going to stay up a little bit higher, and that's okay. And your right heel can rest or it can lift. That has more to do with anatomy than flexibility. And you all should know that I'm laughing because I told my mom we wouldn't do yogi squats, but I just decided we're going to do this, which is almost a yogi squat. So breathe. Fingertips to the mat or hands to heart center. Keep breathing. So one of the things, anytime we work our core, our belly, or anything like that, we stir up all these emotions and stuff. So I like to get rid of them, and I know the best way to get rid of any of these emotions that are still stuck that we haven't released yet is to laugh. So we're going to take a moment to laugh, and it might just be me laughing to myself, and that's totally fine. But what I'm going to ask is, without using your hands, you're going to have a seat down on the mat. And I know I made that look easy, but hopefully you're giggling already. But don't worry, that wasn't the fun part. Now, without using your hands, gently come back up. I'll give you a second to try. And then when you're ready, use your hands and come back up. Then we're going to gently switch sides. So take that deep bend in your left knee, right toes turn up to face the ceiling. Once again, your left heel can rest or it can lift, or you can stay up higher, whatever you need. Just take a moment here. I know you know where we're going, but just take this stretch. And then when you're ready, without using your hands, gently sit. And then without using your hands, I recommend not thinking about this too much. Without using your hands, gently come back up. Breathe. Try it a few times, and then go ahead and use your hands. Then finally, spider crawl your hands all the way to the front of your mat. Step back to plank. And because I did not forget that I did a knee to nose on your right side, but not on your left, we got one more to do. So inhale that left leg high. Exhale your knee to your nose. Inhale that left leg high. Exhale, set it back down on the mat. And just take a moment here to notice your last down dog of the day. Notice how it feels different compared to the first. Then gently allow your knees to rest on the mat. And gently make your way into a seated position. And stretch both legs straight out in front of you. Take your hands and actually move that fluff and love away from your sit bones. Flex your feet and inhale, reach those arms up nice and high. Exhale, hinge at your hips as you fold. And gently grab whatever you can, calf, ankles, or toes. Once again, nothing magic is going to happen if you touch your toes. So just grab whatever you can and breathe. Then inhale, gently make your way back up to seated. And exhale, find your way onto your back, however feels good for you. So one thing with a lot of twists, I like to also end with some back bends. So whenever you're on your back, and maybe you've put on some warm clothes, because I know once we get into Shavasana, things tend to get kind of cold. You're gonna walk your heels nice and close to your sit bones, about hip width distance apart. Arms come down by our sides. And before we go up, I'm going to tell you nobody on this chat, and I know this without seeing any of you, none of your hips are as wide as the mat. So if your feet are out as wide as the mat, walk them in. I promise you they're not that wide. Arms come down by your side, pull navel to spine. And as you inhale, push it down through your heels as you lift your hips up off the mat. Breathe. Coming into bridge pose. Here, keep pushing down through those heels. Keep breathing. One more inhale. Exhale, slowly lower those hips back down to the mat. And take a moment here to make any adjustments you feel like you need to make. If something bothers your knees, maybe try widening your feet and see what happens, or bringing them closer to you. And gently bring your arms down by your sides, pull navel to spine, and once again, inhale as you push it down through your heels and lift those hips up off the mat. This time, maybe interlacing your fingers behind your back as you rock your shoulders underneath you. Breathe. More inhale. Exhale, gently release your hands and slowly lower one vertebrae at a time back down to your mat. Last time when you're ready. Gently push it down through your heels as you lift those hips up off the mat. Once again, maybe interlacing your fingers behind the small of your back. Rocking those shoulders underneath you. Breathe. Gently release your hand and slowly lower one vertebrae at a time back down to your mat. And then gently walk your feet out wider than mat width distance apart. And from here, just gently windshield wiper your knees from side to side. Gently releasing through the small of your back. Moving however fast or slow you would like. And when you're ready, draw your knees into your chest and give yourself a nice big squeeze. If you'd like to continue walking from side to side, feel free to do so. It's kind of whatever you need. And gently come back to center as you reach your arms on the insides of your legs to grab the outside of your feet or calves, or maybe you just grab the back of your thigh. And just gently draw your knees closer to the mat as you flex your feet as if you're standing on the ceiling for happy baby. Stay here. Once again, you can rock from side to side. Or maybe you'd like to play with straightening one leg out at a time. Just kind of doing whatever you think feels good to end practice with today, even if it's a completely different pose. Then gently draw your knees into your chest and give yourself one last final big squeeze. Maybe drawing those foreheads up to your knees. And as you exhale, stretch your legs out onto the mat. And inhale, reach those arms up overhead as you reach fingers and toes to opposite ends of the room. Then exhale, gently release. Allow your feet to fall wherever they'd like. And bring your arms down by your sides, palms face up. Take a deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale, release. Take another deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Final big, deep breath in. Last, open mouth, exhale, release. And allow your breath to return to its natural rhythm. Feel your muscles growing heavy as you sink deeper into your mat. Smooth out the wrinkles in your forehead and allow all the thoughts to escape your mind as you come back to your breath, as we rest in our final pose. Knowing that I'm going to leave you in this pose to stay as long as you would like. And so take your time here just to breathe. Thank you for joining me this evening. Namaste.